were ruthless. You get your lunch, but the night you were attacked. Today the Muslim mourn Palestine, the land of the Middle language. Gaza is once again being torn to pieces by the Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Palestine, here I feel your sadness. Here I feel your moans. Here I feel your screams. Forgive me for helping you through a third of my nights. I'm sorry. That only helps you with the rest of the money in the pocket of my pants. But you know, my heart hurts even more here to see Hafiz and Hafizah killed by Israel Zionists so viciously. God is giving victory to the Palestinian Mujahideen
As you give Muslim victory in the Badr War and give the destruction of Israel Zionists. As you inflicted the destruction upon the Fir'aun's arm.
The conflict between Israel and Palestine has been going on for a long time. The conflict began after Israel proclaimed its independence in 1948. At the time, Palestinians objected and prevented the formation of the State of Israel until finally war broke out. Until now, the conflict between the two nations is still ongoing. Most of the world community considers that the conflict between Israel and Palestine is a religious conflict. But in reality, this conflict occurred due to struggle for land in the Palestinian territories.
Israel wants to accuse Palestine as part of their territory and achieve their goals. They do not hesitate to seize and take away the right of Palestine. They attack Palestine brutally and indiscriminately. Countless lives have fallen as a result of their cowardly outbursts. The holy ground already held so much blood that flowed from the weak, helpless body. Many families lost their shelter, children lost their space to play, grow properly. All that happened because of Israel's cruelty and greed.
Debated on who's wrong or
First
right.
independence is the union of all nations framework Constitution 1945. Emphasized that all the country have right to independence within freedom to get education or freedom to get the sunlight. But if we see the situation of the Palestine, can we say that the independence is not talking about the religion, but is talking about the humanity. How many children do they lose their parents, and how many parents can meet their children? A man, a woman, and the babies are the victims. The aggression 10 May 2021, just for the 11 days, there are 253 victims. And don't you think we need to end this reason?
We will not go.
Israel government on issue regarding Israel settlements and the Palestine territories. Palestine criticized the behavior of the Arab-Israel conflict and the blockade of the Gaza Strip, with its impact on the economy of the Palestine territories, the country's nuclear arsenal. Problems with ongoing consequences have also been criticized, including the refusal to allow post-war Palestine refugees to return to their homes, and the prolonged occupation of war-induced territories, the building of settlements therein. Israel's status as a representative democracy is also called into question because Israel residents in the occupied territories are allowed to vote in Israel elections, whereas Palestine are not.
That this day will be.
In the middle of the ongoing Palestine and Israel conflicts, the COVID-19 pandemic has emerged, which affected all countries, including Palestine, who are still fighting against Israel. This situation makes the Palestine condition even worse. We as human beings are obligated to help our brothers who are struggling because Palestine is our brother, our family. There are not only Muslims, there are many other than Muslims. So do it for the soul of humanity.
Israel has undermined the rights of the Palestinian people and nation for too long. They did various ways to destroy Palestine, such as killing innocent children, shooting journalists, civilians, and so on. And this has violated international human rights and criminal acts. The atrocities committed by Israel are no longer a matter of religion, but rather a matter of humanity, where colonialism on earth must be abolished by not prioritizing politics and ideology. And the United Nations should hold them accountable for their action and participate in helping the victims.
I saw those rockets and bombs shining in the sky.
When viewed from a humanitarian perspective, what Israel has done to Palestine is an act that is not justified and damage the humanitarian order in the eyes of the world. Even though many say this because of the dark story that has made him origin line today. Israel must stop the war because if it continues, it will cause even bigger problems. The boycott carried out by various countries from political, economy, education, health, and other relations is a form of serious criticism from Israel to stop the war. Israel must stop the war and allow Palestine to liberate itself as a free nation.
Your soul will always be free.
Lately, news about Palestine going back and forth to be explored. It is really sad and touching when we are here can still live in comfortable and calm atmosphere, can still gather with loved ones, can still sleep soundly and do all activities well. When they close their eyes, they must also hear the boom, which make them lose the relatives, parents, even children who do not understand why they were exiled in their own country. Children who are supposed to enjoy playing with their friends must be see violence and warfare in front of their own eyes, which of course
will result in deep trauma for them. So it is still appropriate for us to complain. Let us together send an instant prayer in every prayer for our brothers in Palestine to be strong in fighting for their rights and freedom. May we always be in the protection of Allah. Our hearts with you, Palestine.